Happy Saturday, friends. It is November 19th, 2022, and I'm very excited today. I have not been to Embroidery Bee in about a year and a half, and I have to start getting ready. So I'm making the bed because I put that off way too long this time, like slightly embarrassed for myself. So I'm gonna make the bed and then I'm gonna get myself changed. Basically our Embroidery Bee is anything that doesn't require a machine. So it can be knitting, crochet, embroidery, cross stitch, finishing up quilt binding, English paper piecing, anything that doesn't require a sewing machine, you can take to Embroidery Bee. So I'm going to go to that today. I'm going to take the 2 quilts that I need to do the binding because I don't know which one I want to do first. I should probably do Tracy's first because she's coming into town at some point. I just don't know when. So I should probably get hers done first, maybe. I'm also going to take my temperature style because I'm a month behind and I wouldn't mind working on it. And I'm also going to take my Lizzie Kate's Christmas rules because I was really enjoying working on that. And I feel like I'm not close to being done, but I'm closer to being done than not being done. It's over 50% done. It's probably around 55% done. If I really sat down and really focused on it and did nothing else, I probably could finish it before Christmas. But anyways, we're going to do that. We're going to do a few chores, get ready, go to Embroidery Bee. We're going to be there for a majority of the day. And then whenever I get home, the plan is to decorate for Christmas because I know once I just start, it will only take me like maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I literally just have to get started. So we're going to decorate for Christmas and then put all of the bins away. And then depending on what time it is, which it should be still relatively early because Embroidery Bee ends at like 3:30. I'm going to work on those dang cat blocks. I want to get the cat blocks done so that way I can like lay out the quilt. And if not get the top together, I can do that in the next few days. And yeah, there's just a little bit of like house cleaning and stuff that I want to do today that I'd rather just get it all done today than tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. But anyways, it should be a really fun day. I don't know who all is going to be able to come to Embroidery Bee today. Several people are traveling, like pre-Thanksgiving plans, but there should be some people there because they didn't cancel it. So I'm really excited to see some of my friends and yeah. Let me get moving and I will check in soon. Hey friends, what a weird angle and location to be coming at you in this, but Embroidery Bee went really well. It's been raining here like all day. Anyways, I decided to work on quilt binding. I have half a side left, I think. Maybe just like a slightly bit more, but it's like 60% or less is left of one side of one of the quilts. So fantastic progress today. I actually had about half of it done in an hour and a half, but it starts to really hurt my finger pushing the needle through. So I significantly start slowing down around the 2-hour mark. So, and then because of the weather and things like that, everybody wanted to leave. So a couple of us went and grabbed some food. And then I got home and somebody, and it's not Daniel, was a little upset that I had been gone the whole day. So she got on the bed and basically cried until I laid down with her. So we've been laying down for just a little bit, but I'm about to get up and the goal is still to work on Christmas decorations. And I might, once the Christmas decorations are done, I might just go ahead, finish that one quilt. So that way then I can wash it and dry it. And then maybe tomorrow I can wrap it and have one of the presents completely done. And then depending on what time it is and how tired I am or I'm not, I'll work on cat blocks. So I will put a cute little clip of Stella next, and then I will check in with you guys in the next clip. Bye. Hi, darling. Someone definitely does not want me to get up. Hi. Yeah? You comfy? Oh, little noodle. Say hello to everyone. Yeah, she's like, I don't need to get up, do I? I'll stay here. Okay. Yeah, you can stay in there. Good morning, friends, and happy Sunday. I have one bin left out. It's my old office decorations. I'm gonna declutter them today, like at some point. But I decorated a little bit. I didn't go as crazy as I normally do, but you know what? I did what I was feeling. So we got that stuff. I finally have a place to hang the Merry Christmas needlepoint. And then I have my little people here. Yes, my tree only has half of its working lights. Also, I bought the wrong size the other year. So I think I'm gonna find, or I have some lights that I've used outdoors before, but they can work inside. I think I'm gonna just unplug the tree as it is, wrap it in those lights. They're white, red, and green. So it's gonna look like a very Italian Christmas tree, but I think I'm gonna put those on there just so that way there are cohesive lights. I found a single box, but those are soft white and those are bright white LEDs. So I think after the holiday season, whenever all the trees and stuff are on sale, I think what I'm gonna do is find the right height tree, which is, that's a 3 foot. I need about a 4 to a 4.5 foot. I don't know, I'm gonna measure and see how high I can go. But I'm gonna get an unlit tree, and then next year I will invest in some really good colorful LEDs and also some really good either soft or bright white LEDs. And I can do whatever color I'm feeling. That's what we used to do whenever I was a kid. We had an unlit Christmas tree, and some years we would do colored lights and some years we would do like white lights, and I think that's really fun. It mixes it up. So yeah, I'm gonna have an Italian tree here in a little bit, but otherwise I'm pretty much done for Christmas. I just have to do the table, so I'm keeping it simple. I'm not putting out the antique Italian crush, because I did the small Snoopy one, and normally I have like 3 out, and I'm just not this year. So I have this cute little thing holding some of my cross stitch minis, and then I'm gonna do my Advent wreath like normal. So yeah, and I also didn't change my tablecloth from the meat quilt. I want to, this next year, I want to design something for Christmas. I think that'd be really fun. Actually, it'd be really fun to have a different one for certain seasons, like Valentine's Day and things like that. So that might be something that I slowly work on next year, is designing tablecloths for my table over the next like 2 years. I think that'd be really fun to have different seasons. I'm about to go on a walk. One of my Patriot Fam friends wants to do a phone call so we can go on a walk together. So I'm gonna go do that and get a couple miles of walking in. And then the rest of today, I really need to clean up in my office / sewing room because it's driving me crazy. And and then I'm gonna craft. So just a little bit of like pickup and like organizing kind of stuff. Might leave the desk alone, but the desk is a little bit of a hot mess as well. But just wanna pick it up. You know, we're about to have like 2.5 days off, so a 4.5 day week off, a very long weekend. And so I just don't want to have to do that on my days off. I want to go ahead and already have that done. I need to pick up my sewing table. There's like bad blades just sitting out and packaging for those blades and things like that. And an old like thread bobbin and things like that I need to like just put in recycling and get off of my table because it's, you know, a hazard for getting cuts. And so, so yeah, we're just gonna do a little pickup, a little bit of organizing, and then we're going to sew today. I'm gonna finish that quilt. So I'll have one present done so I can wash it later and wrap it, and that'll be really exciting. And that leaves me really confident that over the next couple of days, I'll just go ahead and get the other one done because it really didn't take that long. Yes, sweetheart. She's been off and on crying for the last 2.5 hours. Tell me how I feel about it. I don't know why. She wants attention, but then she runs away whenever I start giving it to her. So we're having a morning over here. But anyways, till the next clip. Okay, I'm gonna go for a walk. Hey, hi, hey, yeah. Why are you being, I'll see you on the next clip. Okay, so I picked up the office. This looks much better. I picked a few things up off the floor and put them in the closet, and I cleaned up this area of my desk, which was an absolute state. Until I get some more stuff done in this 9-bin organizer, I can't really shift the projects. So I have 3 on the end of my ironing board, and I have like a little area where I can still iron, which is really good because I have been working on the cats. I have the last 29 bodies, and I need to iron the little background up, and I have a chunk of the ears. It looks like I have about, let's see, 10 of them done. So I have 19 more to go. These take the longest. These 2 sections take the longest because you have to use a ruler and you have to mark down the center for your snowballing, basically. So once I finish up the ears, so this is about how many I have left. Once I finish up the ears and I press everything, then it's, for this block, it's just assembly, and then press it again, and then I'll have all 42 of the blocks done, and I can put them together. I will probably go off of the layouts in here of where the other 13 go, or actually no, because they kind of have them grouped weird. I think I might go off of where I placed them in the layout that I did for Kim. And then I'm going to, I think I am going to go ahead and configure it, like lay it out. And I might not get them put together yet, but I think I'm gonna, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how long this assembly takes me. But yeah, I'm excited to be getting the cats done. I do also want to get this quilt done. So I'm only going to work on the cats for so long. and then I might stop and get this done. And then depending on what time it is, come back to the cats. I don't know. I haven't really decided. It's about 4:20 in the afternoon. But if anything, I'm trying to get the more tedious parts out of the way, which is the ears and the tail. And so I'm trying to get the ears done so that way I can press everything open and then I can just have my put together assembly line. And then we'll see what time it is and where I'm at in the process. Let's see. But yeah, those are kind of like my two main goals for today, is get all of the more piecey parts of this block done, trimmed, and pressed, finish this quilt, and then whatever time it is, I can do more if I want to. But what I was going to say about the organization, I have 3 quilts on the edge of my ironing board, and it's the cats, which will hopefully soon be close to done. It's the Texas, which again, I want to get that one done by, I think it's now going to be like the first week of December. I think I really need to just like get it to her the first week of December. And then I have the mystery quilt. So I'm leaving the mystery quilt out because every week we're getting a new part. And I want to say that, so this upcoming week will be week 4. It's 8 weeks, but the final week is a catch-up week. Week 7 is putting all the blocks together, or putting the, is it the borders? I don't know. So I think there's only piecing to be done the next 2 weeks, I think. Week 4 is piecing, week 5 is piecing. 6 and 7, I think, is putting the top together. 7, I think, is putting the borders on, I think. And then week 8 is a catch-up week, like / reveal week. So I only have a few more weeks of needing that out. So I'm just going to leave those out. And then these are the bins of my current projects that a couple of them I want to actually like work through. So I might kind of like rearrange them in the stack and put the 3 that I really want to focus on the top, which they already are, but anyways, I need to rearrange these bins a little bit. But that's kind of where I am right now. I'm hoping, I would love to at least have the sewing of the ears done by 5, but I don't think that's realistic. Because it takes a fair amount of time to sit here and line it up and doodle the little line. And I have to do it for 2 stacks. I have to sew them, then flip them around, sew them again, and then trim them. So this will probably take me about another hour. And then I have to press everything, which will take about 30 or so minutes. So some point I'm going to take a break and eat some dinner, and I got to feed the cats. They are actually sitting outside the door right now staring at me. So that's where I'm at. I will fill you in whenever I get more done. And yeah, Tracy's quilt, the binding, which is fantastic. I've already popped it like in the washer. I haven't started it yet because I'm really hoping that maybe I can get just both of these, just get them knocked out. Like goal would be by Tuesday. Yeah, so I was going to finish that quilt, eat, finish this movie, and as soon as this movie was done, go back in there and like at least sew and trim the ears. And if anything, I can like press to piece the rest of the cats tomorrow. And I don't know, I may change my mind, but my stomach is like really hurting now. And so I kind of just want to like chill out. It's also, I honestly thought that it was almost like 8:30 at night. I'm like already getting kind of tired and stuff, but it's only 6:53. So I'm just like really tired. I don't even know how much is left of this movie. I think I have about 30 to 40 minutes left, which I can probably get like at least a side done if it's a short side, or most of a side if it's a long side, in that amount of time. So I might just finish this movie. I'm gonna start on this quilt binding, just to make some progress on this, and that'll be my goal for the next for the rest of tonight, Monday and Tuesday, before I have off, because Wednesday we just have a half day. So my goal will be to get the binding done on this quilt, get both of them washed, so that way I can wrap them Wednesday. Like I want to wash them, dry them, get them wrapped Wednesday, and under the tree, because at least one of the recipients will be in town, and if they come by the house, I don't want them to possibly spot the finished quilt. Even though she's seen the fabric and everything, she hasn't seen it put together. So yeah. Anyways, and the cat blocks. So those are like my two main goals before Wednesday, and then also on Tuesday the next mystery quilt blocks come out, so I'm gonna have to get those done. So maybe the goal should be through Wednesday. Yeah. Oh, anyway, so that's kind of like my top priorities, is cat blocks, this quilt binding, and I want to stay on top of the mystery quilt, so those. And then the weekend of Thanksgiving, so like Thursday through Sunday, I'll try and get the Texas one finished, and the next one that I want to work on, I think, is my it's either block of the month or the Under the Western Sky star quilt. I don't know. I can't decide. Let me know. But I'll check in a little bit and let y'all know how much I get done of this. And then if I do any more of the cat quilt tonight, I will check in. But yeah. Happy Monday. Okay, so I'm just about done with my lunch break, and I just have to update you. I got one side of the quilt done, and then my fingers started really hurting because binding, pushing the needle through, it really hurts your fingers after a while. Worked a little bit on my temperature sal, working on getting that caught up, which I got Potter's caught up, which is really exciting. So now I just have to get Stella's caught up, and then this next week I will be focusing on finishing up the like little extra details that aren't the paw prints. Like I have the window to finish on Potter's with the little branch and the bird. I'm now to a point where I can actually stitch the cats, and on Stella's I have to start the window period, and I have to catch it up by a month. So I'm gonna work on getting those done, so that way all that I have left for the rest of the year is paw prints. So that's the goal for that, and I will show it before this video goes up in a clip. But on my lunch break today, I finished getting the ears done for all the cats. I got them cut and pressed, and I even got the ears attached to the little faces. So I have these ready to go. I need to press them open. I have the bodies with the background ready to go. And then I have the background, the side background squares also ready to go. So later today after work, I'll be pressing all of these open so that way I can attach them to the background, press that, and then I can attach them to the body, and then I'll press that, and then all of the cat blocks will be done, which means that then I can do the layout. So hopefully by the end of today, I will be able to, or I'll at least have all the blocks done. I'm kind of really enjoying splitting up my projects. So I think for the cat quilt, it'll be good if I can get all of the blocks done today or by this evening, tonight, sometime after work. That would be really great. Have all the blocks ready. And then I can work more on the quilt binding by like watching another movie, and hopefully I can get a little bit more done. And then tomorrow, this is what's really exciting. Tomorrow, the next week of mystery quilt piecing comes out. So tomorrow's focus will be the mystery quilt, and depending on how long that takes me, that might be all that I do tomorrow, but I'll also try to work on binding. If I can get the binding done either tonight or by tomorrow, that would be fantastic. Like I said, I can get them washed, and then I can wash them, dry them, and get them packaged up for Christmas Wednesday after work. And then so then Wednesday it'd be really good to pick the placement of the cat blocks and finish the mystery quilt, because I get off in the middle of the day, so I'll be able to like craft some on Wednesday, which is really fun. And our Thanksgiving plans just changed, so I'm not going to be able to get as much done as I wanted to. Maybe I can stitch some in the car. Who knows? We will see. But I'm really excited about that, and I cannot wait to give y'all another update later today. But right now, it's time for me to get back to work. So until the next clip. Okay, a little bit of an update. It is now 10:15, and I have my little cat heads pressed open. I still need to attach them to, they're going to go on this side. I still need to attach them to the background, so that way then I can attach that to the body. I would have had these done, but I really wanted to get my temperature cells caught up, at least through yesterday, the 20th. So, because today is the 21st, yes. Today is the 21st. Okay, so Stella's is not as completed as Potter's. Neither are complete. They are up to date through yesterday as far as the temperature goes. I did the little, like flyer toy or like dancing toy or whatever. The cats go right here. I was going to try and like size Stella's down to be a smaller cat, but I don't think I'm going to do that anymore, because it does fit in there just really nicely. So we have the little heart around September 15th, which is whenever Potter passed away. And then we have a little heart around October 15th, which is Stella's birthday. I am going to put on here under the cat 2020 under Stella. So basically what's left is I'm going to do the cat. So in the next week, so maybe not by the time this video goes up, but in the next week, or by December 1st, I should say, let me put it that way. By December 1st, I want to have both of the cats done and both of these giant windows done. And I am doing them as full coverage because I'm stitching it on black. So I'm filling in the background with light blue, or it's not super light, but it's blue. So that way it looks like it's daytime, even though I'm stitching it on black. I would love to get those things done, so that way all that's left is little paw prints for the rest of December. And then the other thing that I want to do in December is I want to make a temperature grid. I have a couple ideas of how I might want to finish this. So I'm just kind of like thinking about that over the next like week and a half. But yeah, I'm super excited that that is more done. And this one is Potter's. Excuse me. So Potter's, I have more of the window done than not. You can see I'm filling it in with blue. So I did his little flyer, little dancing thing. I did different colors. I did colors that I thought would really pop between the colors that are currently going on. And yeah, so I got to put Potter right here, and I'm going to put 2014 to 2022 below him. And his birthday is July 15th. And so I found it, and it's one of the big pads of the paw prints. So I originally outlined it in white like the others, but then you couldn't really see it because it was on a lighter yellow. So I went in with it in red. So it is a tiny bit different, but I feel like it kind of had to be because it wasn't on a toe bean. It was on the main pad. And it's not centered. It's a little off center, but I think it's really cute. All right. So that is where the update is for right now. Yeah. So Potter's is farther along. Just need to do the cat, put in the dates, do the windows. And then all that I have left is little temperature days. And it's becoming, so the reason why I would go like in the last 4 or 5 months, and I can't remember if I said this in a previous video or not, but the reason why I would go, you know, longer than like 2 weeks into like a month before I would update it in the summer is because there would be chunks of days where the temperatures wouldn't change. So it didn't make as much sense because it would actually be quicker to not do as many color changes. In the last month though, Texas has proven to be Texas, and our temperatures have been a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They've been super, super low and like, you know, low 80s all the way down to the 30s. Like that has been the range. And sometimes that range is in the same day. So it's been a little all over the place. So it's gotten back to where I need to do it like once a week, once every other week to stay caught up with it, to also not be as annoyed with how many color changes I have to do. So I think I'm going to go back to doing it every 5 to 10 days, which is 2 full paw prints. So tomorrow completes a paw print. So I'll probably, or today completes a paw print. So tomorrow, whenever the final numbers are in, yes, I will complete the current paw print. And then in the next little bit, I will focus on trying to get those little focal points finished for them. And also I want to have November caught up before December 1st. And so that way all I have to do is just fill in dates. And then in December, like I said, I will work on making a like range card. So that way my full like temperature range with like the numbers and everything can also be on a piece of fabric. I just don't know yet how I want to finish it, but I have an idea. I do have an idea of making it a wall hanging. Yes, Stella. What's wrong? Today has been a little difficult. She's been off and on crying for an hour to 2 hours at a time all throughout today, and I'm not exactly sure why. I just try to give her attention every time she does it. So it's been a day. So I don't know how late I'm going to stay up. I think so tomorrow the mystery pattern, the next set comes out. So I at least want to get these sewn together, because then all that's left is sewing this half to the body half. But it tends to go pretty quick at this point. So I might just finish all the blocks. So they are completely done. And tomorrow I can focus on the mystery quilt, because that one is just so exciting and fun for me. And then we can plot the cat quilt after those are done. Maybe tomorrow night, maybe Wednesday after work. And I can get started putting the top together. Like, I would love to, at least by Wednesday, have the cat quilt chained. Like, not necessarily the rows be done, but at least have them all chained in the order that I want them. That would be really great. And like I said, Thursday, I'm not going to really be able to do a whole lot. So, and I'm going to be in the car for some of the day as a passenger. So I might take one of the temperature sowls and work on the little window or the cat and try to get some of that done, maybe in the car. Like if it's light enough outside, I don't even know when we're going to be driving. And then Friday, maybe by Friday, I can finish the rows of the cat quilt and get that complete. But that's kind of what I'm looking at. Then my next goal will be finishing the Texas and also working on, I would love to get at least one more set of my economy blocks for my swap done by the end of November. And I want to work on one of these 2 quilts over here. Lots of things. I'm having a lot of fun right now. So yeah. I'm very, very excited. If I can finish the cat quilt, the Texas quilt, stay on track with the mystery quilt, maybe get at least one more economy block set done by the end of November, then I think December will be really, really good to finish. I'll finish the mystery quilt because it will end in December, but I'll be able to get, my goal is at least 2 more economy block sets done by the end of the year, at least 2 more. If I get one done in November, 3, I guess, if we're being technical, by the end of the year. And I want to get at least one of these quilts done, if not both. So yeah, I think I'm like lining up to be on track with all that, because the temperature quilt will get done the first weekend of January. So, or the first few days of January. So I'm pretty excited for all that. I have a couple more little Christmas gifts that I want to do and I want to make. For like a few people. So I've got to figure those out, but I have time, and they're going to be small little like kitchen type items. So anyways, now I'm just rambling. I will see y'all in the next clip. I spied with my little eyes canoodling in the guest bedroom. So I'm going to flip you around. Hi. So everyone can officially meet Mr. Daniel. Super sweet boy. Stella goes, "It's okay for us to be on the same bed if it's not Mom's bed." So yeah. They get along. I promise. Just Stella doesn't fully like Daniel being on my bed with me and her. Hi, buddy. Hey friends, so I just wanted to show you some of what I've gotten done in the last few days. I haven't recorded anything since maybe Tuesday, I think. Some of my time has not been my own the last few days because of the holidays and things like that. So let me just show you what I have gotten done, and I'm gonna go not in the order that I've done it just because there's a pile on my desk right here. So we're gonna go in that order. So I've finished 2 of my sets. I posted on Instagram on Thanksgiving. By the way, I hope that if you're in America and you celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope that you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. It is Saturday night right now. This probably won't go up until Sunday. But yeah, I hope that y'all had a great couple of days with family and friends celebrating and having time off from work. If you weren't, I hope you still got to celebrate and have a blessed holiday. But on Thanksgiving, I wanted to work the morning on some of my economy blocks that for the Ruby Star fabric economy block swap. I've talked about this swap. We are making economy blocks. You make them in sets of 10. I'm doing them in sets of 12 because I want to make one for myself in my colorways because I won't get one of my own back. And I'm making one of all of them for Paige. She has her own website. She's littlesplitpeas.com. You can also find her on Etsy at littlesplitpeas. And on Instagram. She owns a fabric store, but she's also in my quilt guild. Her name is Paige. She's who told me about this block swap and got me involved in it. And I don't think she's made any of her blocks yet, but I'm making her a set of the colorways that I'm making. And I think she's gonna make me a set of all the ones that she makes, because the chances of us getting each other's blocks with how many people are doing it and how many blocks are like supposed to be being made, it's astronomical. I think it's just under 10,000 blocks that are pledged to be made at this point, because you had to say how many you would realistically think that you would make. I signed up for 6. I have 4 sets already made and 2 more half done. I need to trim them and then add the final round and then trim them again. But I have cut out enough to make 10 sets. So, and I don't know, there's some other really cute Ruby Star fabrics that are coming out after the first of the year as well. And so I don't know, I may make even more than that. Cause what I think I'm gonna do with them, you need just under 100 to make like a twin size / really decent size, like throw, I guess you could say, and you need 200 something to make a queen, less than that if you want to make it with sashing. Anyways, whatever I have left over, and then probably with scraps over time, I don't know, I want to make like a bag with the extras. Anyways, that's just like a side note. So one of the sets that I got done yesterday was this one. So super cute, the hot pink skulls from Spooky Darlings. Then we have the, I don't know the actual color of it, but it's like a citrine, oh my gosh, it's like a citrine color, but it's in speckled. There we go. And then I can't remember which one the mushrooms are from. I don't remember what fabric line the mushrooms are from. Possibly Tiny Darlings 2. I could be wrong about that. They do mushroom, like there's also mushrooms that just came out in Firefly. There's some mushrooms that came out in Elixir, but they were different. These mushrooms were redone in Firefly, but in different colors. So I want to say these are from Tiny Darlings too. Anyways, super, super cute. I thought that was really cool colors. And then I just finished this set. This is the little panda set. So the pandas are from Tiny Darlings too. The pink is from Heirloom, and this beautiful teal turquoisey floral is from, I think, Elixir, actually. Is it from Elixir? I think it's from Elixir. I could be wrong on that. But, so I got those sets done. The other two that I'm in the middle of working on are these two right here. I have the first round of them done. So this is from Firefly. It's these cute little lightning bugs. And then this is one of the new colorways from Twirl, the new Twirl line. So there's this one. And the final round, after I square these up, the final round is this hot pink from Sugar. Very, very 90s, 80s kind of, late 80s, early 90s kind of vibe. And then this one is the little leopards from Tiny Darlings 2. I want to say that this one is from Golden Hour, but I could be wrong on that. And then this green for the third round is from Tomato Tomato. And I thought those looked really stunning. They don't do many greens, especially like this vibrant of a green. So I had to do something with that green. Okay. The other thing that I finished is my half square triangles from my mystery quilt. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get to the accent colors, which are my pine, like the darker, like greeny teal, and then the bright blue, which is in Bluebell. Again, that's another all Ruby Star quilt. I didn't get to the Texas quilt this week at all. The cat quilt, I got all the blocks done. I have the layout ready to go. I'm actually tonight going to chain it. I was hoping to get chaining done by Friday, but it didn't happen. So anyways, I'm gonna chain it tonight. I might even start putting the rows together once the chain is done. We're just gonna have to see. I lost a lot of time today. I woke up with like a light headache, and then I got a bunch of stuff done this morning that I had to get done. And it just got progressively worse. And so I slept most of the afternoon, a migraine away. So there's that. I do need to get back to this, but I did get an entire side of this quilt. Oh my. I got right to the end of this second corner. Oh my gosh. Whip stitched. So I've got to continue working on the binding of this, and I should get my dad's quilt back from the quilter, not this upcoming week, but the following week. Okay. So I did get Stella's done up to, I added 2 more days. So I think it's through the day before I think it's through Wednesday. I think I got through the 22nd done on hers. And I have this placed here because I've figured out the colors to do her fur. And so I wanted to do the cat on here. And for Potters, I also got through Tuesday the 22nd done, and I also added the white cat where it's supposed to go, and I put 2014 to 2022 under his. Under Stella, I'm just gonna put 2020 like centered underneath her. So yeah, I didn't mean for this to become a tribute piece, obviously, but that's what this has become. So I really, really, really like it. I think it's really cool. Something that I've thought about doing, because Daniel is now here with us and it's still 2022, is maybe doing Daniel's as the averages. Like if, but I wouldn't do it this year. I would maybe start it next year. But if I redid it for a third time, and then I could have them all, I think I want to do a vertical wall hanging, and then have the temperature gauge like at the bottom. I was gonna do Stella's is the highs, Potter is the lows, and have the temperature in the middle. But yeah, I don't know, I may just make a really long wall hanging, because these are pretty big. This is on 14 count. I kind of wish I would have done it on something smaller now, but I really wanted to do it on the black. I thought it looked really neat. But I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. But I'm thinking that next year, maybe, because I already have all the dates and stuff, I could literally just work on it whenever I wanted to. I wouldn't have to like record, you know, the temperatures and things like that. I would just have to add a column that does the average, which is literally a super easy calculation, and just go through and stitch it. But it might be kind of cool to have the highs, the lows, the average, for all the temperatures, and go ahead and make one for Daniel. Also, we were thinking back on it, I'm pretty sure Daniel's actually 2 years older than Potter. So the reason why I kept on thinking that they were the same age is because my dad got Daniel at his house a few months before I got Potter. But Potter was about 6 or 7 months old whenever I got him in January of 2015. Daniel, though, my dad found, it's a whole story if you want to know about Daniel, but my dad found Daniel at a restaurant eating all by himself, like scared and trying to eat out of a dumpster at this restaurant. So he took him to his work because back then they had shop cats. And so my dad took him to become a shop cat. And about 2 years later, a few months before Potter, so at the end of 2014, Daniel went to go live with my dad because they were getting rid of the shop cats. And by getting rid of, they asked employees if they wanted the shop cats, and they found a home for the 3 shop cats. They all went to different people. Anyways, Daniel kind of, I guess, went back with my dad because my dad is who found him. And so I'm pretty sure that Daniel is 2 years older than Potter. So really he's 10, not 8. And so I would do the same thing if I redo it a third time for the averages. The other thing is, I might somewhere, it'd probably be right here because nothing is right here. I'll probably, stitch high, low, and then if I do it a third time, average. And yeah, so if I did it a third time, I'd do a Daniel cat. But yeah, I think that, I don't know. Anyways, it was just something that I was thinking about. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below, but there you go. So I think that's where I'm at with a lot of projects. The clips from the first half of the week are kind of all over the place because I kind of just like get this way, like I want to work on all the things. But I have some goals and I've talked about that in this video. So the goals before the end of the month, get the cat quilt done, which I'm hoping to get done before the end of the day tomorrow, for a couple of reasons. One, I want to get paid. I want to get paid before the end of the month, but I want to get it done. I want to get it put together. She also decided that she wants a thin black border around the quilt blocks. and we're gonna use white for the binding. So we just have to pick out the backing, which she likes a couple of the options that Paige has. So early next week, I'm gonna take it over to Paige's and we're gonna take some photos with the different options so that she can pick one. And then I'm gonna leave the quilt top with Paige. And then she and Paige are gonna talk about, we already know what quilting that she wants, but what color thread she may want. She may wanna go really neutral because of the different fabrics. She may want to do something crazy, I don't know. And then I know that Paige has like a heavy, long to-do list for quilting at the moment, but maybe, hopefully it can stay in Paige's hands until she's able to quilt it. And if she can quilt it before the end of the year, fantastic. That'd be really great if she can squeeze it in. If not, super early, beginning of next year. And then I'll get it back, I'll do the binding, and then I'll get paid for the binding and the quilt will go back to her friend. But yeah, so we've decided a couple of the final things for the quilt. So that's the other thing, I want to get it finished so I can also put the frame fabric on it, take a picture of it, send it to her. I asked her if she wanted to see the placement of the blocks that I think would look really nice before I do them, and she said no, she wanted to be surprised. So hopefully she really likes it. I've already picked it. Obviously I'm about to start chaining it, and yeah, I'm really excited. But before the end of the month or within this next week, cat quilt getting done, getting in the final steps, getting paid for this section. So that's getting paid for the piecing and getting paid for the backing fabric. And then hopefully leaving it with Paige. If not, that's totally fine. Finishing the Texas quilt because I want to take that down to Kim next weekend. I also really want to, on both of these, finish the window and finish the cat on Stella's. The cat will go by pretty quickly. The windows though are gonna take ages. And then all that will be left is the paw prints, and it goes like this. It's gonna go boop, 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 right back to the cat, and that's where it finishes. So that's gonna be really exciting. Get those 2 economy blocks finished, and then Tuesday, the next set of mystery quilt instructions will come out, and this binding. I really wanna finish this before the end of next week, because the next week I'll get my dad's quilt back and I'll have to do his binding. But so then hopefully all of the quilts will get done and be finished. And then yeah, December we can finish the mystery quilt. We can, if I get bored, I may work on some more of the economy block sets that I already have cut out. Wouldn't it be crazy if I get all 10 done before the end of the year? They really go by fast if you chain them. And I only have 4 sets left that are cut, so it might be possible that I get all of my block sets done that I have cut, which would leave me open to making possibly more sets. But then I can focus on my block of the month quilt and my Under the Western Sky quilt for the rest of the year. And there is a sew along in January that I really want to do. I already have my fabrics picked out. Oh my gosh, they're stunning. They're AGF, which sometimes I get really frustrated working with AGF, but these are just so beautiful. Anyways, I will talk more about that in a future video closer to January. But I did sign up for it. I think it's free to sign up for it. You can't buy the pattern until January 6th. And then I think it starts on like the 16th. But she's already put it out there and even put out how much you need of all the different fabrics. So you can go ahead and start planning it and getting your fabrics ready, but you can't buy the pattern until January 6th anyways. So I'll talk about it closer to that time. The other thing for next year, and I'll get more into this later, but I really want to try out clothing next year. And I think I've already told y'all that I want to make some custom quilts. And the first one is already kind of planned for around February, because that's when the fabric line that we want to use comes out into shops. So some pretty exciting stuff, I think, for next year. I'm pretty excited about it. And yeah, but I think that's it for this video. I just wanted to show you kind of, I didn't vlog it because, like I said, my time was really like sporadic on when I could work on things, and the last few days. And so it just made sense to just do like a little bit of a recap. So next week we'll have more vlogging stuff. But yeah, anyways, I hope that you're enjoying these videos. And like I said, this will probably go out on Sunday. And yeah, anyways, love you guys, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.